Hello everyone, my name is Kevin Sharrock and I'm going to be helping you work through getting registered and signed up for your MyLab Lab, which is in Pearson's account and one of a number of software programs that they offer. And it's going to help you out throughout this semester for doing your homework, probably a number of your quizzes as well. I'm an instructor at NIU, so even if I'm not your instructor, I'm going to help walk you through the process regardless of whatever class you are enrolled in at NIU. So let's go ahead and get started. What you're going to want to start with is opening up a web browser and then going to Blackboard. So let's go ahead and start there. So here I've already logged into Blackboard and I have chosen my class. For right now I'm going to use a 109 class as an example, but if you're in a 110 class or perhaps a 108 class, you likely have a MyLab course as well. You're going to want to click on MyLab. In the case that you don't have a link that's already set up here by your instructor, let me show you what you can do instead. So I'm going to exit the preview now for a moment. You may have course tools available, and you're going to want to click on course tools, and then you're going to go until you can see Pearson's MyLab. So however you can access this, your instructor might provide you with the minor details, but you're going to click on Pearson's MyLab and you'll be taken to a screen like this. So I'm going to switch back into the student view so you guys can see what it's going to look like from your angle. So once we're on this page, this is half the battle. You're going to be clicking on MyLab and Mastering Course Home. There's a lot of links here and it can get a little bit confusing, but you're going to want to click on the Course Home button because it's going to take you to the page that your instructor has set up with the most announcements and that has the greatest visibility to the assignments you have to do this semester. You can click on all of these other links as well and explore them, but keep in mind that they are shortcuts, which means they're likely going to bypass any of the announcements that your instructor has laid out for you in the course home. So you're going to want to click on MyLab and Mastering Course Home. It's going to take you to here where you're going to see Pearson End User License Agreement, and you're going to go ahead and read through these terms and conditions and click I accept. Then you're going to be asked to set up a Pearson account. If you have used MyLab before, you can log in using your username and password from before. But if you have not, you're going to need to create an account. So I'm going to walk you through that. You're going to want to put down an email address. I'm going to go ahead and use my NIU one. You're going to want to create a username. So I have an alert here saying that I already have an account available. I can't use it for mine. But I'm going to leave you at this point for just a moment. You can pause the video and go through creating this entire account for yourself. Okay, so then join back up with the video after you finish with this page. After you finish, you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. So it'll say select an option, use an access code or purchase an access code. If you are a student who is receiving financial aid, you're going to want to use an access code that you purchased through the Bookstore. So let me go ahead and walk you over to the NIU Bookstore and I'll show you where you can purchase that. Now I've gone to the NIU Visual Commons Bookstore, which you can access by going to vcbs.com. And this is where you're going to be able to pick up all of the information that you need for what resources, materials you're going to have in all of your classes across NIU. But particularly we want to get the MyMath access code for your, in this example, 109 math course. So I'm going to go over here to textbooks on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to go ahead and select a term. And then I'm going to scroll down until I find math. There we are. And then I'm going to look for my course. Since this is a 109 course, I'm going to go ahead and click into that one. And then I'll select all, and you can see it's got the Math 109 course all, so I'm going to click Find Books. Now, sometimes you might be given an error message. When I tried this the first time, I was given an error message. But you can see that this time it's given me the MyLab access code is exactly what I need to purchase. I'm going to need to purchase one of these. And then I'm going to put it into my shopping cart, add selections to cart, and then I'm going to check out. You may need to go pick this up from the bookstore in person. It usually comes in a cardboard sleeve that has a silver box on the inside that you can scrape off and expose the access code. This is an access code that's specific for you, so make sure that you don't share it with anybody else or you'll have to go and purchase another one. If you do have troubles with this page, it will give you an alert that says that you can access the course another way. And what you're going to do in that case is click on it and it will show you to this menu. So you can click on the hyperlink it gives you, or you can just go like I did back to textbooks and say use the classic version, but you can find your course in textbooks using this menu as well. Select the term as well, again, go into the department. You're going to want to look for math. You're going to want to look for your course, which is going to be 109 in this example, or 110, whatever your course is. You can choose a section, which is all of them, because they are all going to be standardized. And again, you have the option of purchasing this MyMathLab access code. So you're going to want to get this access code as quickly as possible. But if it's going to take a little bit, I'm going to show you what you can do instead. So let's go back over here to your MyMathLab that we accessed through Blackboard. This page should still be open. And this is where you're going to use that access code that you just purchased. So this is where you're going to go ahead and type in your access code right here, exactly as it appears underneath that gray box in the cardboard sleeve. If it's going to take you a little bit to get that access code, there is a hyperlink right here at the bottom that says get temporary access without payment for 14 days. And you're going to want to click on that one. So are you sure that you would like to access this course right here with, for my class, I've got it labeled as Math 109. I've got my section there, and it's got my last name to make it easy for my students. So if this is your course, double check it and click yes. Keep in mind that that financial access code is only available for 14 days. So this is just to kind of help as you're getting everything purchased in. You'll then be taken to this page where you can click Go to My Courses. And this is going to be your MyMathLab access right in here. So what you can see is you've got a couple of different menu options. Yours may have more or less depending on what your instructor has set up for you. But I've got it set up right now where it takes them to assignments, my students to assignments, as their home screen. And so you can see exactly what we have here for your assignments. Due on August 30th, they are going to be asked to complete this assignment here and this assignment here. And so those are going to be the two things that they'll want to focus on by the due date that is implied. But that's just about it. There's a few things inside of here that are going to be really worth taking a look at. One is your EText. As a part of your access code, you get access to an online textbook. So when you purchase your access code, you do not need to purchase the textbook that comes with it. That is an option for you, or perhaps you want to talk with your instructor to make sure. But the EText is included with your access code, which is really useful. You can view the EText within MyMathLab at any time, and you can read through it exactly like you would if it was a traditional textbook. Again, please complete the opening screen. And then you'll be shown into your EText. So welcome to your EText. It's available at any time. You can search within it, which is super helpful. You can add notes, you can highlight directly on it, and you can explore on through. So it'll walk you through a nice little tutorial of exactly how to use this EText. And then you can search through everything with interactive hyperlinks. So if you are on Chapter R and you are in section R6, you can click on the R6 and it will take you directly to that page for you to be able to write and take notes into either your physical notebook or any of the guided notes that your teacher has provided for you. So again, you get a chance to see your objectives and you can flip through the pages. If you'd like to go page by page, you can see that there's an arrow at the very bottom that will allow you to move throughout the book the same way as you would if it was physical. You may want to look over here at your notebook. This is where you can add notes for yourself. This is an okay option, but what I would really recommend you do instead is to write physical notes using your pencil and paper. The other important thing I want to mention about within MyMathLab is you can go to the multimedia library, and this is where you can watch a number of videos that are accessible for people with requiring subtitles. I believe there might even be a language component as well, but we could look again if we were in Chapter R, which is our review section, and we wanted to look at R1. You're going to click Select All if you want to view all of the multimedia that's available for you. And you can see that there are a number of videos, such as how to classify real numbers. And so this will walk you through an additional lecture in the case that you find that you were unable to attend lecture and your instructor recommends this resource, it could be quite valuable. Or if you find that you just need some supplemental instruction, you need somebody else's voice and someone else's walkthrough to help get you started, this is a great resource for you. All right, so that's just about everything we have for MyMathLab. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure that you email your instructor. For my students, please email me. You have my address, my email address in the syllabus. And besides that, I invite you all to your semester. I wish you the best of luck and welcome to NIU.